Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. My name is Mystic Powers, and I'm here to bring you yet another one. So let's get right on into it. We are going to be channeling the waning crescent moon in Scorpio energy. Now, this energy, y'all know what scorpionic energy brings. Scorpionic energy, when we are reading it or receiving energy through it, it is what it is, okay? So, before I begin, I would like to thank everybody for all your likes, your comments, shares, and subscribes. Thank you so much for allowing me to simply just be me. Thank you so much for clicking on my videos. You know, the whole reason why I am doing this is not just to get, monetized, but the whole reason why I'm doing this is not just to only get my story out, but to help you guys get your story out. So, feel free to tell me your story in the comments. I'm looking at them, okay? But without further ado, let's get right on into it. Now, collective, we all know we have been dealing with karmic situations that put us in really bad predicaments. Excuse me. So today I decided to give it a little bit of a try because there's certain cards that I can, manipulate here in front of you so you could be able to see what I'm doing. And there are certain cards, well, manipulation isn't the right word to use, but you understand what I'm saying. So I pulled the general energy, and this is what I got. Has something to do with an insurance policy. Voodoo magic. Someone trying to catfish you. Okay, again, we have something having to do with an insurance policy. Voodoo magic. Someone trying to catfish you. Are you going, you know what? Hold on just 1 second. Wait, no, they're not over there. They were over here. Oh, there it is. Now, we're going to set the other two aside and focus on something having to do with an insurance policy. Now, it's not a mystery to anybody here. If you are watching me, you are probably most likely dealing with a situation with either friends, confirmation, family, co-workers, bosses. You're dealing with a situation that has to do with money. Okay? So we're going to start off with the Kipperish deck by Intuitive Kev. Okay, ancestors, show me what it is I need to see about this insurance policy. Give me the energy surrounding has something to do with insurance policy for the collective, for my knowledge, please, and thank you. We are going to check the bottom of the deck when I do stop shuffling, okay? Okay, Holy Spirit, guide me as I pull this message for the collective's highest purpose. Know that I come with pure intentions and a pure heart. Okay. You guys, I don't know, when we went through this last ascension, I never really had symptoms of ascension, and I am having symptoms of ascension. My nose is just running like a faucet. Like I could blow my nose, blow everything completely out, and it'll still drip, drip, drip. I'm like, oh my gosh, these ascensions. Okay, so ancestors popped out of the deck, and you guys saw that as I was talking. It popped out of the deck. So I'm going to place it right here with, has something, as a matter of fact, because you guys can read it sideways, can't you? We just going to make sure insurance policy is showing so that we know that this has something to do with the insurance policy. Okay, so your ancestors are coming out and telling you, yes, it's something about insurance policies when it comes to not just you, but the circumstance that you are under. A lot of you could probably have an insurance policy here that was left by an ancestor. And you're being awakened by that. So your ancestors is here awakening to you to the fact that there is indeed some type of insurance policy that is tied to you, okay? Let's split the deck, okay? There's been a lot of confusion and illusion surrounding this insurance policy, but your ancestors is here, especially when it's concerning this mature woman here who wants to cause conflict and destruction within the courthouse. Okay, that card was in behind destruction. Now, when normally that happens and it interrupts the flow of the cards, because that card was in behind this card, and I saw this card first. So she's doing this out of jealousy because you're single, sexy, and successful. She is trying to manipulate your intuition. They have been for a very long time. She's obsessed with getting this done and refusing to move on. This is what we call a flying monkey. She will be soon placed in poverty due to what she was doing in the background. But I'm not going to pull any more cards for the insurance policy. I'm going to move right along. That was pretty clear. That was a pretty clear message the ancestors left, okay? Has something to do with an insurance policy. Your ancestors is here, awakening you to the illusion and confusion that's being caused by this elderly woman here. that is trying to cause conflict and destruction within a court situation concerning this insurance policy here. Okay? Especially if you are dealing with, okay, this isn't just my circumstance. I know I'm not the only person out here dealing with married into family, especially when you are dealing with married into family. And see, the married into family I have been married into. My granddad, my biological granddad, married this woman right here who's trying to cause confusion and illusions in this court about this insurance policy for you, divinely guided. Now, this person is supposed to be my step-grandmother. My grandfather is an earth angel as well, a starseed. He took care of her children, the two children that she had previous before he even made the mistake of laying down with this lady. It wasn't enough that my granddad went to General Motors, worked his butt off, got good money, provided a house, took care of her kids, made sure she had money in her pocket, even when she started working at General Motors. It wasn't enough for him to leave her the house, the cars, and money, and a pension on top of her pension. It wasn't enough to be able to be satisfied with what my granddad left for these people. They want to take what my biological grandfather left for me as well. And in these situations, we are starting to find out that, hey, this has been done more than once. Because I am not going to be a liar. I'm not going to sit up here and sugarcoat nothing. I'm going to stand up for myself and tell my story. I done seen this lady right here get too dang excited to cash an insurance policy check or get an insurance policy check. I done seen this woman go in her safe, get out an insurance policy on someone she had worked with at General Motors and cash it in. I heard her say, "Oh, they died? Let me go back there and get that insurance policy." My grandfather is not the first person that she did this to. She thought she was going to be able to get away with it again with me. I'm too tapped in and I see all of her moves. So divinely guided, if you are dealing with this type of situation, you are not alone. You are witnessing confirmation. You are witnessing exactly what you are witnessing. This woman is jealous of you. She's always been jealous. All of them are jealous of you because you are divinely guided. You are chosen and they are not. They're jealous of you because you can do what they can't do. You can be single, sexy, and successful while they have to get married and lay on their backs. This is why they wanted to do the manipulation. And this manipulation card also applies to this. Because it's the voodoo work that's supposed to allow this to happen. And this is why we readers keep on coming here and read in this type of energy, because we are trying to guide the right to law enforcement to these people. Hey, look, listen, this is happening. They did do this. Go back. Go back and look at it. Why does this keep happening? Why do this happen to this type of people when they all team up against one person? Why am I the only one on the outside? Well, because they always were sacrificing my family members for money. 555 on my timer. Well, 1555 on my timer. They have always been sacrificing my family, my bloodline, not theirs, mine, for insurance money. I said it. What are you going to do? I ain't scared of you anymore. I don't care about your magic. I can protect myself. And I double dog dare you to prove me wrong. Okay. But you are very intuitive. You are probably an indigo child, and an indigo child that is known as the super psychics. Yes, Generation X. If you were born in Generation X, you may need to go inward and figure out who you are, because our generation is the only generation who are super psychics. We came down here for a specific mission, and that was to help people heal and grow. We do not hail from Earth. We are earthly bound, but we are cosmic entities. We are cosmic beings, reincarnated in living flesh to guide these dumb dummies the way. Shout out to Intuitive Cav. So now let's channel the voodoo magic energy. I am going to place these cards back in the deck. All right. What is going on with this voodoo energy, ancestors? Show me, please, and thank you. What's the energy surrounding voodoo? What is the energy surrounding voodoo, please and thank you? Yesterday I did a uploading that I didn't show me shuffling the cards. I just pulled and then recorded. Because a lot of the times, like I said, when I get home from dialysis, I had a tendency to pull cards. Side note, I don't know why you may hear me speak a lot about me being a kidney dialysis patient. I am not a victim of that. It does hinder my life a little bit, but it does not hinder me to the point to where I feel bad or I feel sorry for myself. I enjoy going to dialysis because there is a lot of elderly people there that their spirits can get pretty low having to sit there on a dialysis machine, I try to liven it up for them. I know at my old dialysis center, before I moved to this new one, I would allow the elderly to pick my hair color. They would be able to pick my makeup color, what they wanted to see on my nails. Anything just to see them smile, because Being on dialysis and being older is very, very difficult. For me, it's not as difficult because I'm younger. But that was a little side note. So when you hear me speaking about me being on dialysis, I'm not speaking about me being on dialysis. So, oh no, I don't need sympathy, okay? I do not need it because I don't feel bad about being a kidney dialysis patient. I don't. Now, the only thing I do feel I don't like about being a kidney dialysis patient is that when I try and go get a job, I can't get a job because the employers view me as a what do they call it? Some type of risk, because they could say they don't never know if they're gonna be how I'm gonna feel after dialysis, which is true. I never know how I'm gonna feel after dialysis, but 9 times out of 10, I got all the energy in the world after dialysis. I'll be sitting up there like, man, when can I get off this machine? I gotta get up. But that's just my body's star seeds, chosen ones. Our bodies heal differently, That's why we have immortality. We can heal ourselves in ways others can't. That's why we were placed here, because we can heal in ways that others can't. But people like family members, friends, co-workers, and those who are envious would rather cash us in for money. And that's sad. That's very sad for us, because now we have to collectively make a decision to stop healing these fuckers and now start healing ourselves and each other. Okay, we are clarifying voodoo. All right, ancestors, voodoo for me, please, and thank you. All right, thoughts and reverses came out. I'm picking up the feeling that somebody is not trying to think about the voodoo work that they have done here. All right, they don't want to think about it. Clarify to me voodoo and thoughts, ancestors, please, and thank you. Give it thanks for your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I call upon my wise counsel. Thoughts and voodoo, please, and thank you. Thank you. All right. Rituals in reverse. Okay. So, these people do not want to think about the voodoo rituals they did. Now, a real deal true earth angel, because the next thing we're gonna say is why, because we are all confirmation. We are taught to question everything. Why would somebody want to sit up there and not think about their voodoo work? Because a lot of voodoo work do need intentions. And intentions start with a thought. Why is it all of a sudden that they do not want to think about these rituals? Well, maybe because they're backfiring. Maybe because they are backfiring. Thank you. There is a mature man here. Divine feminine at the bottom of the deck. Let's see. Okay, look, there you are, Divine Feminine. Okay, I understand. All right, I understand. This part right here is for a Divine Feminine and a masculine. I'm not going to say Divine Masculine because this masculine has great potential. This masculine is not a Divine Masculine yet because they have not yet taken their power back. But this person is pure of heart, okay, as they would say in sources standards. Okay, this person would have a pure of heart just like you, divinely guided. Okay. At this point in time, it's not clear to me why he's here, but we will find out, okay? He could possibly have to do with some type of collaboration here that will bring you unexpected money and change. And that has somebody concerned. All right, we're going to stop it right there. Let's split the deck. Yeah, okay. Okay, I get it now. So, oh my gosh. Loud ear, loud ring, loud ring, loud ring, loud ring. Okay, okay. I heard it, okay. I'm in the right direction. Okay. I mean, y'all channelers, you know how to read energy. You be reading energy. You know how you hear that high pitch just out of nowhere, out of your ear when you getting ready to hit. Okay. All right. Anyhow. All right. So it's something really significant about this collaboration here that the ancestors is wanting you to pay attention about, needing you to stay alert about this here energy, because I stopped the deck here at concerned, and then I split it up. Look at that. Look at that. And then I split it at poverty, right? But then in behind concern is self-love, right? And I stopped it there because self-love wasn't correlating. But now it is, okay? There is something about love here that I want to say it feels like a lesson, but it's not. What is this? Either you're going to collaborate this masculine and you are going to reach a certain amount of love in a relationship with this masculine, or you're going to be able to do something that you love when it comes to this masculine. And these people are concerned about that because when that happens, they know that they will be placed in poverty. Okay. Whoever this karmic feminine energy is. Now remember, we already had a mature woman heavy on the feminine energy. We already had mature women when we clarified insurance policy. Now we see karmic feminine. These are the same energies. If it's not the same energy, it comes from the same tribe. And those who are in the spiritual community, you know what tribe means. Okay? So we are now going to return these cards back to the deck so that we can clarify someone trying to catfish you. So now we know why they actually really did the voodoo. They did the voodoo in order to prevent you from getting this love here. And it doesn't matter what kind of love it is. It can be love of self. It can be love of what you do. It could be love for another. It's just love in general. They was like, okay, see here, look, we're gonna go on ahead and sacrifice them for money, because every divinely guided has to start with self-love, self-care, self-admiration. There is no healing work without self-love, self-care, self-admiration. That is the only reason why Divinely Guided was able to break your magic spells. Because while you guys were like, oh, you're ungrateful, you're ungrateful, you're ungrateful, take, God was telling us, stop now. Heal yourself. Because remember, we can heal. We heal differently than you. I'm going to call it how I see it. You reptilian people, reptilian blood, heaven, Aspian Mirafers, cannot heal the way that we do. That's because you lack love. You lack love for self and anybody else. Someone's trying to catfish you. Now, let's see what comes out with somebody is trying to catfish you, ancestors. Give me the tea, ancestry. I was sitting up here channeling yesterday, and that chain was just swinging and swinging and swinging. And I was like, nowhere near it. Like, of course it's swinging now because I'm near it. But when I was channeling yesterday, it was just swinging and swinging. Been seeing a lot of orbs lately. I haven't really been seeing my fairies. I think I need to open their fairy house and refill their water pitcher. I brought them some more candy. As you know, fairies are real. They do exist. So does mermaids. Some of us have fairy blood like me. That's right. Some of you have mermaid blood. It just depends on. Okay, so these people can't see what's behind the veil. They concerned because they don't know what's behind there. They're concerned. I did a reading on Psalms chapter 1 verse 5. And what that had to deal with it was the fact that most of these people who do have this distorted blood in them from distorted bloodlines or the mixing of the blood, A lot of these people have been here on our planet for a minute, cashing in them checks, okay? And they're inferior because they're the very same people who are preventing us from being able to. They're the very same, I said people, they're the very same, I'm going to say how it was put to me, non-Homo sapiens, because I got a download, I was in meditation, and all I heard was humans are in a spiritual warfare against non-Homo sapiens. So I assumed the Most High was talking about the reptilians, and he told me, yes, the reptilians. But anyhow, we humans have been spiritually raging this warfare against this community that is not of the divine, okay? They were not created by the divine. Now, I do not know who created them. I don't care who created them. These are the entities that humans have placed above as God. When Source says no, you come from a different part. And those who do carry these reptilian-esque blood, okay, however, because a lot of these, as you can see, there's children on this card, okay? We have been so asleep to the fact that we really don't know what's in our blood. As you can see, they got green eyes, but they got regular eyes, okay? Now, I'm going to make a point of this. Now, yes, there are a lot of people out here who do have reptilian blood in them. But the thing is, those people were given chances by us. We were sent down here to show these people how to ascend so that they could be underneath Source. And these non-Homo sapiens chose what they chose. These non-Homo sapiens prayed to our Source for us. And this is what they do. Shame, shame, shame. This person who is trying to catfish you, that's in this community. It could be a family. It could be a work staff. It could be a cult, an organization, whatever this is. And my situation is married into family. All right. This person here is a very abused person. This person is not healed. They don't want to heal. They want to keep on hurting and abusing and making money off of insurance policies for as long as they can, right? They don't want it to end, so they're going to come in and try to abuse you. How do they try to abuse us? By emotionally abusing us, okay? But you are awoken to what it is that they are trying to do on this path here, on your path. Yeah, well, hey, confirmation. Confirmation. All right, I ain't got to lie about nothing. A lot of these people getting ready, and there's 3 grades back there. A lot of these people in their distant future, this ain't years and years and years down a line. Nah, baby. This is 1 to 2 to 3, maybe even 4 months. These people who wanted to cause abuse is getting ready to be woken up at all these transitions from this voodoo magic that been backfiring. Cause see, a lot of you don't even know that the majority of protection is coming from your extraterrestrial ancestors. People want to act like extraterrestrials don't exist. Why do we have reptilian people here trying to enslave the human race? Feeding off of us like a drumstick. Why do we have those things? Yeah. Because of ego. Abundance. There is an abundance here for you, divinely guided, in a distant future. There is a soulmate here. This Ice Queen could very well been talking about this feminine energy that I have been picking up on from the start. Okay, this person here, I see. Yeah. What's in behind here? Look, there. This person is mad that they spell work did not work. This person, if y'all knew how much money this person blew on just trying to get your ass divinely guided, it would blow your mind. I'm talking about an amount of money you ain't even never heard of in your life. Just poof. And they getting their money back, their money's worth. They're getting their money's worth. Everything being returned back to them. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Okay, so let's pull a couple of cards here. A couple more because we are almost at an hour. Last messages, ancestors, please and thank you. Thank you. We're going to pull 3. Thank you. Like I felt. I knew I was feeling what I was feeling. Yeah. They wanted to place you in bondage, divinely guided. That's at the bottom of the deck. I knew I felt this. I felt this card way before it even came out. I'm like, it seems like because when the Ice Queen came out, I wanted to say, it seems like you're walking away from this Ice Queen. But the abandonment card, I didn't see none of that out here, right? So I didn't say it. But sure as enough, I already felt that energy. Yes, you are going to be walking away from this karmic feminine energy. Some of you are going to be walking away from this karmic masculine energy. It could be a feminine and masculine energy, or it's a masculine and feminine energy. Either way, you are walking away, and you are going to be walking straight into your abundance. And this is something that you not have to wait years and years and years for it. Confirmation. You have been working towards this for a long time. You are at the end of the road. You are about to obtain this, okay? And some of you who are on the twin flame journey, because all of us are not on a twin flame journey. I am not on the twin flame journey. I do not care for the twin flame title, but those is popular amongst the younger ones, okay? If you are in this energy, you are most definitely going to be meeting your twin flame here soon. Let's see what's in behind bondage. Yeah. They tried to put you in bondage by trying to create this false narrative about you. Look, and I'm just pulling from the bottom of the deck. Yeah, because of their animosity. Whoever this, I can't show this card all the way because he is naked, but this is the karmic masculine. And some of you are dealing, oh gosh, another sideline. Some of you are dealing with a karmic feminine energy that are withholding some secrets about a karmic masculine of yours. Now, this person thought or may have thought that this person was your twin, but this is indeed a false twin. It is a karmic masculine, and you do not care nothing about him. I'm going to set that to the side because I can't show that. Yeah, Starseed. Look at that. Ooh. Rituals and reverse.